Good evening, everyone. I'm Bondar JR, also known as the Silver Wolf, also known simply as Ron, and we're here to stream some eveonline. So, special welcome to Jerry Can, Kick In, Dark Slider. I see they're already in the stream. We've got over 10 people in the fleet. So, anybody else that wants an invite, just let me know. Looks like Caden is here, so let me get him an invite. Yeah. Excellent Dark Slider. If you jump in the, and you may already have, if you jump in the in-game channel, I will get you an invite. If you have, I apologize. There you are. I see you. All right. So I'm having, actually, let me get you guys switched over here. Sorry. Looking at my ugly mug. That's never a good thing. But I'm having my game problem again where it's duplicating my my Hulk. Does this every time I jump. When I do a jump clone and then get in my Hulk. So yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and undock. That's the only thing that seems to fix it. No worry, no worries. No worries. Abigail, what are you doing? What, babies? What? You want to say hello? Yes, you want to say hello? All right, come in. Come here. He's gonna come here. I can't reach him. Yeah, you gotta come here. Oh my goodness gracious. This is Abigail. This is Abigail. She's the shy one. She's the shy one. He's got that way too loose. She's the shy one. Yes, I love you too, babies. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. People can't see you, babies. You gotta pick your head up so they can see how pretty you are. So they can see how pretty you are, because you are a pretty girl. You are a pretty girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're a pretty girl. Yes, I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. I just took you out. All right, go with mommy. Go with mommy. Mommy never wants to be on stream. Mommy never wants to be on stream. So, all right. So where are you guys? I guess that's the big question. I should have checked before I left the station if you guys actually left. See if Kragan. No, Kragan's the only one left in the station. So you guys are obviously somewhere. So let's bring up the fleet. And there it is. Boom, boom, boom. Warp 2. All right, cool.
Warp drive active.
Let me get Kragan out here. Oh, stop. He's got rocks in his hand. Well, you know what? Leave him in there. That way I can compress. That way I can compress. That way I can compress. So, did you get Dark Slider? Did you get the second invite? I'm sorry. Should have asked earlier. So, and I apologize. I have not got my dinner yet. We were a little ambitious tonight. Sorry. Please invite again. All right. I could have actually seen that you weren't in the fleet, so sorry about that. That should have been an easy one. That should have been an easy one. There's nobody here. Oh, wait, no. It's going to be fleet. Yeah, I see ya. I see ya. Oh, I see ya. So you should have got that one. Yep, I see you're in the fleet now. Ooh. Oh, that's what I was going to get. So once I get this mining up, I will go grab something to drink, because that's what I was trying to do, and I did not get it. So, I'm actually going to eat a Danish, which is, of course, the dinner of champions. A paradigm. Well, I didn't get my dinner earlier. That's why Abigail's in here. I think she's going to get some food. She's on a diet. All right, compression's up, booster up, mining's up. Sorry, I think I'm getting Danish all over me. So I gotta get a little closer. What did Obi-Wan say to Emperor Palpatine at a fish fry? Only a Sith deals in crab salutes. Hey, Darth Strider, how you doing tonight? No worries, Dark Slider. We'll be here for a while. You got plenty of time. I am actually going to get something to drink and wash my hands. Because now we could have some yummy Sonic onion rings and beer for dinner. There you go. Darth Strider, how you doing? Why did the rooster go to KFC? He wanted to see a chicken breast. Sorry about that. I was a little unorganized tonight. And also still a little unorganized since my hold's filling up. How did the Burger King knock up the Dairy Queen? He forgot to wrap up his Whopper. That's a good one. What's up, anarckos? How you doing tonight? Yeah, I hadn't gotten my dinner yet, so wife and I were a little ambitious. Went to Costco, which is always a trying moment. So spend way more than we should. But this is probably the last time we'll go to Costco in our lives. So you're welcome to join us, anarckos. I know you're not a big miner, but you know what? You might enjoy it. We always have a lot of fun. I will, but not today. About to go to sleep. Surgery tomorrow for the last part. Excellent. Glad to hear that. We'll keep you in prayer. I'll be here till Hen a penny is appreciated for the bronze statues. There you go. Dark Strider, you're welcome to join us as well. We're in Eugene. But yeah, definitely keep us posted, anarckos. Yeah, we went to Costco tonight and spent way too much money. But we bought a whole bunch of stuff that we're sending to the Philippines. So my wife's out there packing it up now. Amazingly enough, we didn't buy hardly any food to get us through the last month that we're here. So, which probably would have been a smarter thing to do. So we'll see how that goes. But no dishes. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think I can afford that. Because we still got, I think it's 29 days today. Yeah, today's the 10th. So 29, actually 30 days. Because there's 31 days in March. So 30 days. I got just under 4 weeks at work. And just under 4 weeks at work, and really enjoying that. But yeah. Oh, sorry, I still got this sniffle. Honestly, I'm beginning to wonder if it's allergy related and not anything else, which somebody mentioned earlier. And I was like, that's a very good possibility. I feel better. I'm not coughing, so at least it stopped the drainage, but I took some allergy medicine. And of course I've been taking just about everything. So is Splendor boosting? Yes, Splendor is boosting. He said something to you earlier about if you want, you can go get a minor instead. Because that porpoise probably doesn't pull in very much. So to answer your question, yes. Turn yours off, go get a Hulk or something. Put a Hulk in the Orca to spit it out. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I got a spare in the station, so if we think about it at the end, I can throw it in there so you have it next time. Ooh. Yeah, I had breakfast this morning and then I didn't have lunch. And then we ran a bunch of errands and went shopping for 2+ hours. And then I carried it all back in the house. And I'm starting to get a headache. I used my pork for the war hold. There you go. There you go. Yeah, but with the compression, even my Hulk's got a good enough war hold. As long as I keep an eye on it. Oh, excuse me. That sniffle's really getting me. Ooh, there we go. We got some rats. Nope, somebody's already on them. Jim Groovy, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it.
Asteroid is depleted.
Ready? Reagan, get out here and salvaging these guys where Jerry can get home. Orc does have a nice ore hold. I will give you credit for that, Jerry Can. I will be happy when this sniffling stops. But yes, it is better, so thanks for that, Kicking. And Blue Gray, thanks for that. Alright, that's your... So yeah, gradually getting better. Either that or, like I said, I did take I think I took allergy medicine 2 days ago.
Asteroid is depleted.
And so, and it seemed to help. So there you go. Jackson said he was going to join us at least for a little bit, but he might have got tied up. But that's okay. We'll have fun without him. And he'll probably watch it tomorrow. He'll probably watch it tomorrow. And then I'll get a comment from him about that. So that'll work out even better. What's your laser range? So actually it was a little light, but now with your boost it's higher. So you must have better skills than Jerry can. Or probably the orc is doing better, but I got 44 on mine, which is normally 20. So what's that? 124%. So that's pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. I have max everything possible. There you go. Yep, that helps. That definitely helps. Yeah, because I had to skip over a couple. Asteroids when Jerry Can was boosting with Kragan, because he doesn't have max stuff and he wasn't able to reach some of the further ones away. But I bet you he can now. And I didn't feel like moving. Yeah, so he's got 34, which I think... Yep. They're all within 34. So yeah, that works out nice. Ooh, that one's a Veldspar. What is that doing there? I don't want that one. Leave that Veldspar for Jackson. Jackson's a Veldspar guy. I have max everything possible. Jerry Can says I don't. Yeah, well, you were also using a Porp too, so the Porp doesn't give as good a boosts. So. Yeah, the worst part about Costco tonight was we didn't get everything on our list, and it was still $500. I was like, man, what if we had gotten everything? So luckily they didn't have a few things, but I did pick up some food. I got these awesome cornbread muffins, and of course you saw the apple Danish earlier. Both a dinner of champions. The cornbread muffins they don't have very often, so that was a really good find. So fingers, Molly. I apologize for eating in front of you guys. I try to keep my stream food free most times, but some nights I can't help it. Crumbs hit the floor. Where's Abigail? Probably better she's not paying attention. She's on a diet. So I actually got her a haircut on Saturday, and we weighed her in the crate without her collar and with the haircut, and she came in at like 14 and a half pounds. So she's under the 15 mark, but not by much. So she's still on a diet in hopes that I can get it a little lower. Give us some more leeway. So who knows if the airport scale is as calibrated as ours, or if ours is even calibrated at all. Still trying to get up there before you leave. Excellent. That's one. I'm glad you mentioned that, because I wanted to ask you that. If there was a possibility. So I'll be working until the 4th. What's up, Drachenhort? And the 4th is my last day, so pretty much all I'm going to do that day is turn my laptop in and my badge, and they're going to kick me out.
The asteroid is depleted.
Sorry, I hate showing you guys ears. Actually, that one's a little far away. I don't think I can get that one. Maybe we can get a little closer. eisbearg, how you doing? I think about checking into the U.S. It looks like a well-stuffed enemy. I guess that's one way to put it. There you go. Blue-gray, that's a good one. I am not that good. I try to get back on a good mood. There you go. Yeah, well, I'm leaving the U.S., so not because of anything going on in the U.S., kind of the exact opposite. I'm leaving the U.S. just because it is financially feasible for me. I retired early. I'm only 57, and the only way for me to pull that off is to move to a country that has a much lower cost of living. My wife is from the Philippines, so I had promised her that when we retired, we'd move back to the Philippines, and she came here for roughly 20 years, so hopefully I've got a 20 left, and we'll move over there for 20. 20 years there cost me less than probably 5 years here, so why does he want to sell Alaska back to Russia? Yeah. That may be on the table for all I know. So, what's up, Jedisaber? Yeah. So yeah, mine's pure finance and a promise I made to my wife. So, plus the Philippines is jungle paradise. So we're gonna live pretty high on the hog there. So. Back to another topic, yeah. Yeah, I try not to talk about politics too much. There's really no right answer. Everybody's got their own opinion and impression with it. So, but I have had several people ask me if I'm leaving because of politics. And no, I've been planning on leaving for over 10 years. So, it's just trying to find the right time to pull the trigger. It just happened to be now. So, I do. And I should be streaming in the same time slot. Pretty close. Maybe starting a little earlier, going a little later because I'll be retired. Won't have to worry about sleep. Or at least won't have to worry about sleep in the same way. We just had daylight savings time here in America, which that's a whole nother topic we could discuss. But yes, I'm planning on streaming. So with the daylight savings time, it is 1 p.m. in the Philippines right now, and so yeah. So I'm looking to stream right around the same time, since that's going to be the hottest part of the day, and I want to try and stay out of it. but there's a lot of variables with that. So I have internet set up at our rental now, but nobody can seem to tell me what the speed is of it. So we'll have to see if it's streamable internet or not. But they just tell me it's fast. And unfortunately, their scale for that is pretty low. So, but yeah, I wish we could just switch by 30 minutes one time and then leave it be exactly. Yeah, I honestly, it was funny because last year I told everybody that daylight savings time was done because I thought it was. I had no idea that Congress had actually voted on it and turned it down. So I was really disappointed when we actually went back, fell back. So, but yeah, it was. But this is the one where you lose sleep, so that's the one I always hate. So, fast is very flexible. Yeah. I have gigabit here, and I have zero problems with streaming. Zero problems with connection. Zero problems with everything. I mean, I can multi-box. I have no problems with my internet, and I've become very spoiled by that because I know I'm not going to have that in the Philippines, but we'll see. So I may not be able to multi-box over there. We'll have to see, but I will at least be streaming. You'll at least hear from me. So at least keep you posted. I may have to boost my internet some once I get over there and find out what fast really means. So I'm like, can't give me a number? What number? So yeah, it's been kind of funny. But I do have internet hooked up at our rental. So we're ready to go. We're ready to go. I just don't know if it's a good internet or an average internet. There are some other streamers from the Philippines, so I know that they're doing it, but there's probably a few things I have to take into account over there to get it set up. So that's what we're looking into. So, but yeah, hopefully it'll work out. I suppose you will meet problems there you have not known yet. Yeah. So with the rental, it's not going to be on solar. So we will definitely have brownouts. I'm hoping to keep those to a minimum. When we build our house sometime in the next year, probably take us about a year to get that done. We build our house, it's going to be solar completely. And I will have multiple internet in there. Hopefully something along the lines of a fiber connection. So, but yes, for the rental, I can't control a whole lot at that place. So my VPN through Iceland is almost as fast as my local ISP. I was quite surprised at that. Yes, yeah. And with my VPN, even when I VPN just through Chicago, it slows things down drastically, which is ridiculous. I'm going to have to use a VPN over in the Philippines for a lot of things, but I will not be using it for Eve because the VPN prevents a lot of things from working with Eve. I've complained, I use NordVPN. I've complained to them multiple times, and they have no real urge to fix it. So I just leave it off. I don't really need it here, but I was looking into it for the purpose of having it available over there. So yeah, it's one I'll have to use. We'll have to use it to get our Netflix. We'll have to use it to get our our Amazon, our our Amazon Prime videos and things of that nature. So,
Asteroid is depleted.
and so yeah, so from that perspective, it's I needed it anyway. So, but looks like the median is 100, 100. Yeah, so there you go. You finish through. Yeah, so yeah, Dragonhort in Germany. I'm in USA, Kansas City currently. We'll be in the San Juan, Batangas, Philippines area this time next month. So, actually, I guess that's not completely true because we leave on the 9th. We'll leave Kansas City on the 8th. Drive to Dallas on the 9th. Or drive to Dallas, catch a flight on the 9th. And then it takes 2 days to almost 3 days to get to the Philippines. So we leave on the 9th. We arrive at 10:55 p.m. on the 11th. So more than likely it'll be the 12th before we get out of the airport. So, especially with the dog. And so, but yeah. But I have actually done and I haven't tested that. It's a good point there, Drachenhort. I have done my VPN through the Philippines a couple times, and I haven't tested that to see what the speed is. Not that it would really matter, because when I'm in the Philippines, I'll be doing my VPN probably through Kansas City. Sorry about that. But yeah, so same as it was in the 80s. Yeah. Had ran on my exit wormhole. They found me on the other side and at the station. Those people watch too much TV. Luckily for you, they do, or you wouldn't have got away. C.I. Axela. C.I. Kai Zala? I'm going to try Kai Zala. Let me know if that's not correct pronunciation. But hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Khaleesi. Yeah, exactly. I'm happy people watch Twitch too. I can't believe how many people watch Twitch, to be perfectly honest. You know? I mean, most of these guys, most of my viewers say they prefer it over the television. Where I still watch a lot of television. So, but I've been busy with space work and spare jobs as well. There you go. I saw you were streaming Monster Hunter Wilds. So I know that's one that Blossom has been enjoying immensely. So how could one president sink 12 carriers? He is working on that. Yeah. Good to see Kai Zala. I'm going to try that one. Day 1 of the Captain's Cup will be fun. I got the opening day host slot. Excellent! Way to go! Oh, yeah, we've been playing super fun. Speaking of Shower Girl, yeah, she's not around. I don't know where she's at tonight. She probably was watching Khaleesi, so probably was playing with Khaleesi, the Monster Hunter Wilds. So maybe she'll show up here in a minute. That time change probably messed her all up. She's on the East Coast, so she probably got all screwed up with that. We were playing Monster Hunter together. There you go. That's what I figured. Considering the crap on normal TV, it's not a big surprise. Yeah, I have become pretty jaded with most of it. Because it's really not the same. But I still find myself watching it. Even though I'm jaded, I still find myself watching it, which I guess makes me, part of the problem. So, because I'm really not letting them know my dissatisfaction with any kind of action. So, opening day on CCP for Captains Cup. I'm pretty happy. Yeah, yep. There's who was it? We were talking to Morty. Morty is actually going to Iceland. So yeah, I was pretty excited for him. So that's good. Be sure Philippines is next. What China likes. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, China, Philippines, and China have been kind of battling back and forth. So, freedom of speech, and I won't get timed out. There you go. Yeah, yeah. Blossom has been taking her aggressions out on kicking lately. So, oh, you're gonna do fine, Khaleesi. No matter how it works out, it's still an honor to be there, right? Well, they say no there's no such thing as bad publicity. So yeah, so there you go. Not sure that's probably true, but still works. Nice. I'm not going to Iceland for this. Just get to interact and host, talk about it, style fighting. There you go. So yeah, you're gonna do fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you're gonna do fine. I got all the faith in you. No reason to be nervous. I do understand though. Streaming has come very naturally to me, and when I did that charity stream, I was so nervous. I was listening to the stream later, and I was like, man, I can't believe how nervous I was. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. So there are those times where not quite as usual. So, but I'm sure you're gonna do fine. Nothing to worry about. Good or bad, publicity is publicity. There you go. As a German, I may ask if Donald may buy Bavaria. Yeah, that might. Don't give him an option. I guess he's looking to buy someplace. I think he's focusing on Canada first. But, oh, you're not going to need it. You're going to be fine. But yes, it is an honor even to be there. So yes, so you're going to be fine. Don't worry about it. I have the utmost faith in you. So yeah. You're going to be fine. And they have the utmost faith in you. That's why they gave you that slot. So. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the views. Yep, yep. He's looking to buy everything. Mexico, Canada. Talked about buying Australia, Greenland. So yeah, so. Yeah, I agree. I agree with Blue Gray too. I don't watch any of the news. I get all my relevant news from coworkers, my wife, or other friends. I think it was Denzel Washington that said years ago that you can choose to be two things. You can choose to be misinformed or uninformed. And so he said, I always prefer to be uninformed. I don't have to try and guess what's right and what's wrong. Greenland, but he doesn't know the Danes. Yeah, I agree. I don't even know where the whole Greenland one came from, because I understand the Canada and the Mexico, okay? Not that that'll ever happen. But I understand the threats. But Greenland, I was kind of like, what's the whole Greenland thing? Yeah, and I think Panama, they've also talked about Panama and the canal. So, shall we tell him the price and the debt he has? Yeah, that's kind of the other thing. Because I'm not sure exactly where he's going to get the money for it. So, because our economy hasn't quite improved yet. I see the possibilities, but I haven't really seen it affect my pocketbook yet. So, and that's, I think, where most of the country is at. I mean, with felonies, can he buy these things? Yeah. Those felonies don't seem to matter. I think the deal is U.S. gives Alaska to Russia. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know where all that went, but I just got done saying how I don't talk about politics on here, and now we're talking about politics, so, yeah. I leave all that stuff to people much wiser than me. So, felons can't vote but can hold office. Yeah, I was shocked that the things he went through did not negate him from running for president. So, but there's always a loophole. There's always a loophole in everything, which I found in so many of life's lessons. Just got to look for it. That's why tax lawyers make so much money. Just because they're good at really finding the loopholes so you can keep your money. So, found some compressed Nox. Or for the steel. There you go. It's just sitting there. I don't think it's stealing, right? It's completely unguarded. You're rescuing it. Because somebody less scrupulous might come by and pick it up. And we can't have that. But yeah, I have had several people ask me if the reason I'm leaving the country is because of the politics. And I'm like, no. I said, this is something I've been working on for 10 plus years. So it just never quite knew exactly when the date was going to be. So now that we have the date and it is quickly approaching, we're going to make it happen no matter what's going on. So, no. Politics is for kids that are small-minded, so they believe. Yeah, it does take a little bit of faith, I guess.
Is depleted.
My goodness gracious. Well, I guess we are going to be mining some Veldspar, because just about everything else is gone. We are killing this asteroid belt, guys. We are just killing it. About 30% of Jedisaber. There you go. So you bought it. I thought you stole it. I guess you bought it for a discount, so it's kind of like a steal.
The asteroid is depleted.
Alright, so that's the end of that. Rovendoug, what's up, buddy? Working, not twerking. Bathtub pump replacement searching. So it sounds like you've got a shower like Blossom. If you need a pump. We've always teased her that her shower's like a car wash and sprays jets from all directions. You know? And that would definitely need a pump. I've never heard of a pump in a bathtub. But two things I don't like to talk about. Politics and religions. Yep. Everybody's always got a different opinion, so low I wish. Just a spa tub. Okay, so the spa makes sense. But still, that's pretty good. I've never owned a spa tub. Have not been blessed with that. It's one of the things we were talking about. We're planning to put a pool in our house in the Philippines, and it's one of the things we talked about is possibly having a section with a hot tub or jacuzzi. And I said, we'll see how the rest of the house comes in, price wise. It was really nice until it stopped working. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is because when I get older, I'm probably gonna want the hot jets. So now I'm looking at $300 pump replacement. Yeah. Thankfully, I'm handy enough to do the swab. Well, that's good. I mean, that's half the part, because usually the labor would be at least that much. So we lost Kickin. Looks like he got disconnected. Yeah, he got disconnected. Or at least that's what I'm believing. I don't think he just abandoned us. I wonder. He lost power here the other week. I hope that's not what it is again. He's actually not that far from me, so. Well, I mean, he's 4 hours from me, but that's closer than the rest of you. So. Closer than Drachenhort, right? But at least at the moment. Maybe here in another month I'll be closer to Drachenhort than I will be to the rest of you guys. I don't know. I have to look at that. I'm kind of on the other side of the world from all of you. So 4 isn't bad at all. I'm not too far either. Yeah, 4. That's about St. Louis is about 4 hours away. So depending on how you drive, I'm usually a pretty heavy foot. I can make it in a little over 3, but I also have a lot of speeding tickets to show for that. So not necessarily a positive point. So yeah. So, but yeah, Jerry Can, it looks like he got disconnected. Yeah, 8 to 9 hours. Yep. Where are you at again, Rovendoug? Just a nice day trip. Yeah. Texas Panhandle. So we're headed down to Dallas here. That's where we're flying out of. So yeah, so we'll be driving that, and I think it's about an 8 or 9 hour drive. I haven't actually looked at it too much. We've driven it a couple times. My wife has a friend down there, so yeah, Kansas is like that too. So not quite 12 hours, but Kansas just makes you feel like you're driving forever because it all looks exactly the same. Just farmland for miles and miles and miles. No mountains, no hills, no nothing. So, sorry, Jared Can. Internet is down. They need you to boost. Yep, on my phone. I figured you got disconnected. Sorry about that, Kickin. Jerry Can picked it up. He picked it up without a blip. He picked it up without a blip. Yeah, that sucks. That's what I was thinking. I was afraid maybe you lost power again. Yeah, so we lost half our fleet with him disconnected. I just got done talking about how, I have no problems with my internet, and then you lose yours, so. Yeah. J Smooth. Yep, J Smooth. J Smooth. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, we're actually flying out of Texas Fort Worth. That's where we get the most direct flight. So we'll fly from Dallas to Incheon, Korea, and then from Incheon, Korea to Manila. So only one layover, which will be easier for the dog. I think it's about 14 hours from Fort Worth to Incheon, and then another 4 hours to Manila. I think we got like a two or 3 hour layover, and then another 4 hours to Manila. So, but yeah, so could have got rid of the cokes. Yeah, coax. Yeah. Hindsight's always 20/20 kicking. I'm excited for the mining changes in the next patch. I didn't know. I haven't looked at what's coming. So what mining changes are we due for? So I haven't read any of that. So if you could paraphrase it, that'd be great. Better check Kragan, because he's probably not mining. No, he's not. Actually, he's on the last one anyway. Holy mackerel. We got like nothing. Alright, let's compress this. We're about full. Oh, blue-gray. I invited you earlier. Did you jump back out? Maybe you didn't catch it. Not caught up to what you got excited. Not caught up what got you excited. Oh, okay. I think bigger rocks upgrade to the mining layer upgrades. Okay, cool. No, that'll definitely help. Yeah, normally... oh, you were in a fleet with yourself. Gotcha. Normally, when they make changes to mining, it's not usually positive. So it'll be nice to see some positive changes to mining. Because in the past, they always saw miners as a necessary evil. Gankers were fine, and all the PvPers were fine, but miners, So, but yeah, hopefully. I actually got an update today, so I was kind of surprised because I wasn't expecting an update, but it was downloaded when I got on. So when I was just on last night, so that was kind of surprising. Speaking of that, I didn't check it out. But yeah, Yankee slaves, slavey. They made positive change when they introduced the warship line. Yeah, that was a positive one. I will give you credit for that one. That was definitely a positive one. Yep. Timed out resend. How did it time out? My goodness gracious. What are you doing over there? Alright, just sent it. Let me use my Rory and high sec. There you go. Yeah. I don't think they're going to let you do that kicking. You're getting too distracted, Blue-Gray. That's what's happening. Need to focus. Also, cheaper battleship. Oh, there you go. Ooh, I'm getting a cramp. Oh, it's not that. Okay.
The asteroid is depleted. The asteroid is depleted.
My goodness, they're dropping like flies. What's up, XD? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. But yeah, Yankee, I definitely agree. That was a positive one. So re-invite. I timed out. Okay, I think that one. I think I got you. Yep, you're in now. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, cheaper battleships would be nice. They, I don't know how many patches ago they added all those extra components to every battleship, which was really underhanded. All PI components, so which was interesting. So, but you know, it is what it is. Is you is you ain't my baby. I really need to get the music in here. I don't know why I don't have that. I looked it up months ago and figured out how to do it and just have not gotten around to it. Too many other things going on. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, somebody's attacking. Nope. They are all gone. All gone. You guys got to them before I even noticed. That's how good you are. Here. Why is nobody mining? Oh, he's got it. He's got her. Alright. Press you. Stack you. Get back over here to Falstaff before we run out of space. Yeah, I have definitely enjoyed those warships. So, and the newest one, I think the Noctis is the newest one, and I've been enjoying the heck out of it lately. So I'm kind of surprised it's an warship. Being such a great salvager. So, Caden's the only guy I know who brings a battleship to a mining event, you know? Blue Gray, way to go. I hate when I forget my mining ship. Poor Kickin must still be without internet. I just got in system. There you go. Been a long ride from Amar. Yeah, I bet it was. That is a long ride. You really need to set up a jump clone here. They needed mining there earlier. There you go. Yeah, I find myself running around for those Empire belts and getting far from home. Yeah, so there's 10 and 11 jumps from us right now. But I bet you they're probably through low sec. You do know jump clones have a 24-hour timer, not a 4-hour timer. Yep. Well, that's why I jump back on Thursday and jump back on Monday. So, yeah. So that's why You can actually train it down to, I think, 20 hours, but still. That's not really, especially for the amount of time it takes to train it down, that's not really a positive step. Yeah. But yeah, jump chrome's the way to do it. Do I contract you that ore? I can give you the deal I found. No, that's all right. I appreciate it though. I just bought a bunch. I took some trit and sold it in Jita, and then took the money I made off of it and bought Nox, and so I'm actually pretty flush with Nox now. So, but thank you, appreciate it. I mean, if you're gonna sell it to somebody, I'll buy it. But yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're, I know you were trying to get your building set up, so Nox is usually lately. Nox has been the stumble block. So I'll just travel to Ufine in a blockade runner or 3. There you go. Yeah, that gets you there much quicker. That's what I like to travel around in. And that way, if I come across the gate camp, I got some options. Got some options.
The asteroid is depleted.
Now I'm going to set up shop. Can you recommend a spot with compression? I don't know what you mean by compression. So we always do our compression with either the porpoise or the orca. I've never done it through a station. So I'm based out of Venolin, and I kind of like it, but
The asteroid is depleted.
compression in a station for solar mining. I got you. Yeah. So yeah, I've never used the station for that. So I have my orca and Venolin and my porpoise here in Ufine for my compression if I'm doing any solo mining, and so it's probably going to have to be a player-owned station for the compression. So it might be one of the refinery ones. I don't know. That'd be a good question. So. Is Cass scouting out the next one? Jerry can. There are 2 stations close by that have compression. Oh, there you go. So then, yeah. So that would work. Yeah, I didn't realize that the stations did it. So yeah. So that's a nice option. I actually bought the orca way back when. Actually, I think we built it. I think my 20-year corp built it, and then I built the porpoise just recently because it's a lot more mobile. I don't like flying the orca around. The orca is too expensive for me to fly around. It's kind of like flying my crap, what's the name of it? Tier 3 cruiser. Crap, although why can't I think of the name of it? Tengu. Yeah, I don't like flying it around either because it's too expensive. Though it shows it's only worth 230 million. I'm not buying that. It's maybe not taking into into account the parts on there, the components. Tengu, yep. Yeah, I hate flying that one too because it's I'm always super nervous because I don't have the money to replace it. So
The asteroid is depleted.
but yeah, everybody's told me that it's a great one for doing level 4s or doing some of the other stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, but knowing my luck, I'd lose it in some stupid thing like that, like the Punisher I lost the other day where I forgot to turn on the armor repairs, you know. I guess that was several weeks ago, but it feels like it was the other day. Fleet Warp, next belt. Gotcha. I'll stick here and cover Jadzia's escape, so nobody tries to pick her off. Because she's got to power down her core in order to move. So
The asteroid is depleted.
where are you guys at? Someone needs to tell me I am typing in local. I didn't realize that either. I was reading it in local, but I didn't realize you were typing it in local. I didn't even notice. So yeah, that's pretty good. There it is. Alright. I'll stick out here and wait till Jadzia can move, and then I'll be along. Oh, this one's got a lot of rocks. A lot of rocks. A lot of rocks. A lot of rocks. All right. Looks like Jadzia is gone.
Warp drive active.
Picked a hole in my elbow. Hate when I do that. There we go. There we go. There's a ground, Monty. There's a ground. There's a ground. Oh, we probably should stop, huh? Yeah, probably. But yeah, I always feel worried about flying to Tengu because I don't have enough money to replace it. Orca's in the same boat. I think it's like 3.5 billion. So I don't have that kind of cash laying around. I have enough assets probably to cover it, but it's one of those. So anytime I'm flying something that's more expensive than I can replace, I always get a little leery. Looks like Kicken's back. Looks like Kicken's back. No, I don't see Kicken. No, it shows when he logged out. No, 25 minutes ago. It's only been 25 minutes? I thought that was like an hour ago. Still on my phone. Yeah. Well, that sucks. You've been losing your internet a lot lately. Of course, I don't know. I think the other one was a power outage. So, I mean, honestly, I have been spoiled. I have had Google Fiber now for over 10 years. And in the last 10 years, I have lost my internet 3 times. Once was for like 10 minutes. I think once was for like 4 hours. And the other time, I don't even remember how long it was. It wasn't long. But, I mean, that kind of service really spoils you. So, that's the storm we had last week. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that kind of service really spoils you. Now I'm going to go to a country where I'll possibly lose power every single day. Which is the main reason why my house is going to have solar power. Was because if the grid's so bad you got to shut the power off every day, I'm not sure I want to be on that grid. I want to make my own grid. My God, my keyboard is filthy. I bought a new keyboard and I'm saving it for the Philippines, so kept it in the box. Kept it in the box. Kept it in the box. But yeah, we watched one of the vloggers we watched. They actually didn't have solar, and they were literally losing power every day for brownouts. And so then he got solar in order to alleviate that, and it made a huge difference. So yeah, so I'm just going to start with solar. The Philippines is one of those places where the solar kind of pays for itself in less than 5 years. So, I mean, they're getting like, I don't know, like 14, 15 hours of sunlight a day. It's crazy. So, but unfortunately, the rental does not have solar, and the owners are more than happy for me to put solar on, but they won't let me take it off when I leave. So I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not giving you guys solar. So that's why I said I shouldn't have gotten rid of the coax. It was the backup circuit. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, that one was always reliable, but old technology, so that's the other one. We're probably going to have to get a generator. But I don't want to be burning, they cut the power every day, I don't want to be burning a generator every day. That's crazy. So, hopefully we'll only be in the rental for a year. So, but a lot of that will get decided when we get over there and figure out, what needs to be done for our paperwork for the land and when we can start building. So, we've got the house designed. In fact, I need to have a conversation with the architect to get that solidified and finalized. Because he's done. I think he's provided us with all the deliverables. But yeah, we'll have to decide on a contractor, which is a nightmare I'm not looking forward to. A lot of scammers in the Philippines at the moment, and so I got to watch ourselves there. But yeah, the title is not in my wife's name yet, and they told us they would wait till we get over there because it's a lot easier for us to get it done once we're there. And I know that from the other property we have, it took us 5 years to get the title, because of all the headaches with us being out of the country. But I'm not sure if they're feeding us a line of crap to keep us on the hook or not. So we'll have to see. That'll be one of the first things we'll get resolved or get identified, because that needs to be done before we can start building. And then we'll start planning to build. Unfortunately, depending on how long it takes to get the paperwork, we're figuring a couple months to get the paperwork resolved. That puts us into the rainy season, which is not a good time to be building. So we'll have to see how that goes, but we may still try to start. Maybe it won't take as long for the paperwork. I doubt that. It'll probably take longer for the paperwork. But then again, that may benefit us because that may push us past the rainy season, so then we can start right after. But we're shooting for a year to be in our constructed house. So leveled up my mining. This will be my last week with T1 strip miners. There you go. Yeah, that's a game changer. That's a game changer. But yeah, so we'll have to see how that goes. I was thinking about getting some. We've got a yard at the rental in the back, and I was thinking about getting some solar panels out there that don't get installed on the house, and using those, and then reusing those solar panels on our house when it's built, in order to try and offset stuff. But still has to tie into the electric for the house, and so there's some complications with that for the rental. And so I don't know exactly how that would work out. So it's probably not worth it, but we'll see. We'll see how often the power actually goes out. My brother-in-law lives near to where the land that we're building on. So the rental is quite a ways from where we're going to build. I think like an hour, which I'm a little disappointed in. But we got a really good deal on it. And so hopefully their brownouts aren't as bad as some of the other ones we've heard from the vloggers. So hopefully it'll be more like once a week rather than, every day, once a day. But yeah, our land that we're going to build on is not in as major a place as the rental is. So I would expect things to be more positive for the rental, and then when we have the house built, then it would be lower. But with that said, I'm going to have solar, so it won't matter. So satellite internet and hopefully also fiber internet. But with it being a new development where our house is going to be built, the fiber may not be available. So I may be groundbreaking the fiber. So, but yeah. I don't know if I told you guys, but the development where the rental is it's one of the major developers in the Philippines, and the whole development does not have internet, and so I was like, when they, I said something about them getting internet, and they're like, okay, and then they came back and said, yeah, the development doesn't have internet, and I'm like, what? And so it turns out there's a guy that lives just outside of the development that sells internet to everybody in the development, which just sounds like an accident waiting to happen. And so, but he's selling satellite internet. They sent us pictures when they installed it, and I'm like, well, that's satellite internet. So, and so it was like, but yeah, it was kind of yeah, it's gonna be, I don't have a whole lot of options, so. What's the deal with strip miners? A T1 mining more than a T2? And now, it seems that way sometimes, but when you use the crystals, you want to use the crystals. That's what boosts the T2. And so, yeah, the T2 by itself with no crystals, they mine less than the T1s. But once you start using the crystals, that's where you get the real throughput. So, but yeah, over there I gotta deal with whatever is available. So I don't have a whole lot of things. Like I said, I've been really spoiled here with the Google Fiber. So really spoiled. Oof. Man, that lit up the whole sky.
Is depleted.
That really lit up the sky. But yeah, so we'll have to see. Because I'm glad that the internet's hooked up, but I really have no idea what that's gonna look like. Oh, you guys are destroying rats. That's what lit up the sky. That's what lit it up. That's what I get for making hot chocolate. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, I wasn't paying attention either, so sorry about that. I'm still getting used to this new overview that Blossom sold me. So, you were on the wrong belt. I sent them home. There you go. You also kind of have to tell us, Jerry Can, that you're making hot chocolate so we know to watch out. Because you usually get to them way before anybody else. I practiced on a refuge a few minutes ago. There you go. Yeah, half the time I launch my drones and you've already got the first two rats killed. And I'm like, well, why did I even launch my drones? Yeah, Blue Gray had an omen out here a minute ago doing checking stuff out, so he kind of overkilled it. No kill like an overkill. I was zoomed out, so I saw them spawn right away. There you go. That's what I need to do. I need to zoom out so that I can see them. Because this overview, I can only focus on one type. like loot or the PvP rats or the fleet or I mean I can do all, but then that shows me way too much. And so yeah, so I need to probably focus out a little bit. That'll make it a little easier. Nope. All staff just filled up. Hate when that happens. Especially when it happens because I'm not paying attention. We had a Gila out here a bit ago. There you go. That's definitely overkill. Can I get a little help upgrading my barge to T2 strips? What should I get? I leave it parked here for Mondays. Yeah. I use the basic, what are they called? Simple asteroid mining crystal type A1. It's just the basic ones. That'll let you mine anything in these belts. Why just keep doing that? It's like I have to compress it twice for some reason. I don't know why. I've never mined using crystals. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, they're just the crystals. So you got the strip miners on there. Oh, so you got the strip miner too. So yeah, you want to get the strip miner here. Let me give you this one. Actually, I don't know if I can let me do this. So yours is a retriever. So yeah, so this one's a retriever as well. Of course, now that I'm zoomed all the way out, I can't see it. So yeah, it won't let me drag it. And I think it'll show you what I'm using. But yeah, the modulated strip miner 2s, and then I'm using the simple asteroid mining. They're fairly easy to build, and they don't they'll work for any of the ores in these belts. If you start doing like the Empire belts and stuff like that, you'll need different crystals. But so yeah, it loads it like ammo. And so you load them on there, take them out of your cargo and load them on there, and then just target the asteroid like you do normally, and then they'll eventually wear out. So like this one's 55% damage, this one's only 5% damage. So when they wear out, it gives you a message that says, hey, your miner stopped because your crystal wore out, and it'll load the next one automatically as long as you have them in your cargo. And so the simple ones work for all of these regular ores. The variated work for, I don't remember, but when you're doing the Empire belts, you need these complex, coherent, and the variated because they're for different ores that are in the Empire belts. So, but yeah, I always use the type 1s, the type A1. It's the basic one. The others, there's a B1, I think an A2, and a C1, and a C2, and they do different things. Some of them are just to actually get rid of the asteroid without mining any of it and just waste it all and things of that nature. So the A1s are the ones that actually give it to you and I think give you the most efficient or the most speed, I think. I can't remember which. It may tell me here if I look. Custom cut frequency due to their molecular makeup, the strength of the modulated monitoring of these crystals deteriorate. Type A crystals are used with modulated mining equipment and provide steady yields with low residues and high reliability. A crystal choice for methodical mining operations, prioritizing resource utilization over time. And so, yeah, So that's where that comes in, is it gives you the best yields over time. Where the other ones are actually, some of them will give you faster yields for a shorter amount of time. Some of them will actually just waste it all. And so, but yeah, yeah, you want to add the others, because if you go out and do any of the Empire belts, you'll need the others. But yeah, so that's what the other ones are for, is the coherent. I think the coherent does the Ephraim and the Ducium, and the complex does the Pellucid, the ones that give knocks, and then I think the variegated works on the yttrium or something to that effect. But yeah, when you're in an Empire belt, you got to use all three of the other ones, depending on which ore you're mining. And if you have the wrong crystal in there, it'll tell you. It says, hey, you can't mine this with this crystal. And so, but yeah, they do give pretty good. And there's also boosts. So like right now, yeah, he's not doing it. Jerry Can's not doing it, but there are boosts that can be done from the Orca and the Porpoise that will make the crystals last longer. And so right now he's doing the mining module, which is the duration and capacitor use, as well as the range bonus. So, but yeah, there are ones that'll do the make the crystals last longer. And so I think the Orca gives a third one. And so, and usually I think that's what they have in there, is the crystal. But yeah, so kind of nice. But yeah, I just started using crystals not that long ago. I was a straight strip miner 1 user, because it was consistent. And so, and then I started trying to push the envelope to get higher yields, and so that's when I picked up the crystals. But I was the same way. I was like, which one of these crystals do I want to use, because there's like so many choices. But yeah, it's really weird, because most of them are not. There are specific case scenarios where you wanna destroy the ore and not let anybody else get it for some stupid reason, which doesn't make any sense to me. But I guess there probably is some kind of a situation where that makes sense. But like our buddies over in Amatins, where they want to get rid of all the belts, but not let us get any, But my thought is, in that case, just mine them all. Why would you throw it away? I mean, that doesn't seem to make any sense at all. But I guess it does it quicker. I don't know. So yeah, it was kind of weird. All right, one more of those. But yeah, that was one that was interesting, because I was like, and I think that's the Type C's or something. So yeah, it seems they pull 8 and change M3 to versus 10 and change. Yeah, and then your skills also help with that too. So when the higher you train your simple, then it'll raise that as well. And so, but yeah. So you want to get those as high as possible so that you get the most yield. And then the boost also helped as well. So yeah, so I think he's like I said, his boost that he's doing now are range and capacitor use and duration. So your miners are going to run for less time for the same yield and not use as much capacitor. And then they also have a longer range. There's a boost that you can do that'll actually increase the yield. And then there's one that you can do that'll lower the crystal usage. So, can you compare T1 strips to T2 modulated with crystals? So, I don't have a T1 that I'm using here, but yeah, I did months ago, and that was why I switched. Was because it was pretty big difference. But I'm using both of my accounts are using T2s, so. See, I never trusted the simulation. I actually did it. I went out and mined with them, and I used the same character because your skills make a big difference too. And so, yeah. So I don't think the simulation gives you the correct accuracy. So that's where I did it. I actually went out and did it, and it was a big difference. So. Because yeah, I didn't trust it because like you said, I think with the simulation it shows it's only like, you know, a little bit higher. And so, yeah. And so but you could, since you have the same skills, you could go out and mine, you know, for 5 minutes or one cycle or whatever with your T1s. Now the cycle time's going to be different as well, so you're going to have to calculate that. But you could go out and mine for 5 minutes with your T1s and then, you know, equip the T2s and come out and mine with the T2s and for 5 minutes and see, you know. I think that's how I did it. I think I did it more for like 30 minutes. So, but yeah, and so yeah, Jerry Can usually has some extras. I have some extras as well. So if you need the crystals, I can definitely get you some. I'll throw them out here in a can for you, but yeah, it's when you look at it on the simulator, I don't think it gives you an accurate estimate, because I did the same thing and I was like, it really didn't look like much. And I think it was Blossom that actually convinced me to try the crystals and actually do the comparison, you know, with I did it with Falstaff, and it was a big difference. So for, like I said, I think I did a half hour, and so. And then I did a half hour with Kragan, who had different skills, and his was still a big difference. So, but yeah, it was interesting because yeah, I think like you said, the simulation really didn't show much difference, and so I thought I'm not gonna bother with that. One more thing I got to worry about loading and having around, and you know, and so. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Blossom that was like, oh, you really should be using the crystals. And I said the same thing. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't seem like it's much different. And it really was. So. Yeah, so that they don't break down that often. So, for instance, I've had 10 that I've had in my cargo for probably the last couple months. So, and we mine every week. So yeah, so I actually built some here, I don't know, month and a half ago. I think I built another 5 just so I'd have them in case. But yeah, they don't. And what I do is I have in Kragan, we'll switch over here to Kragan. Kragan's got, you know, he's got a few in his as well. So he doesn't even have his cargo open, for crying out loud. But yeah, he's got a few in his. So yeah, he's got 8 in his. So I probably just replenished his to 10. So yeah, so I think I probably lose maybe 1 or 2 a week. So, and we're mining for what, 3 hours? So that's not too bad. Let me bring this drone in before I forget about it. But yeah, I don't know what's going on here. The compression's not working. I got to compress twice. I don't know why. At least with him, I got to compress twice. Not with Falstaff, I don't. But with Kragan, I got to compress twice. So, what's up, Caldari Prime Pony? Good to see you. I just got here and missed the first part of that. You lose 1 ship a day. No. We were talking about crystals. So, the mining crystals. And so I said I go through 1 to 2 mining crystals a week. So, and when we mine for 3 or 4 hours on Monday, and so So yeah, I try not to lose one ship a day, or even one ship a week. I think I'm down to about one a month, but it's usually right after I said, it's been a while since I lost a ship, that 15 minutes later I lose one. So yeah, so I've tried to not say that often, but I still always catch myself putting my foot in my mouth. So, but no, we were talking about mining crystals. So Blue-gray's switching from T1s to T2s, and so we had some questions on how the T2s work and if they're really worth it, or how often the crystals break. And actually, Blue-gray, the other thing is too, when those guys are boosting with the Orca, like Kickin was, he's boosting also the crystal duration, so that also helps him, go a little longer. So when Jerry Can or I are boosting with the porpoise, we're usually not boosting that one. So then you'll burn them a little bit faster, but it's still, like I said, it's 1 to 2 a week. So I didn't look at them today. I had one break earlier. This one that's at 10%. So, but yeah. And it's probably 1 to 2 per week per count. So, so Caldari, who are you working on drawing this week? I really gotta say, I'm super impressed with your artistic skill. It's pretty awesome. So, you're drawing. So, if you guys weren't here to compress, I don't know what I would be out here. Yeah, compression's game changer. So, mining without compression is, it's a little. So, thought you said trolling. No, drawing. Man, you're really. First, how many ships do I lose? And so. Yeah, see, Keldar, do you make emojis? Because I do need some nice emojis. I would definitely pay for that. No more for a bit. Okay. Yeah, I enjoy rating you and seeing what you're working on, because I really, man, awesome skill. Awesome skill. So. Out walking around the farm, it's very windy. Yeah, that makes sense. No worries. My voice is very melodious. It's not necessarily the most easy to understand. It just puts people to sleep. So, Skin Daddy got him skills. Yeah, he does. I think I actually got a skin that you did the other night from Morty. So, Morty, I want a skin. And he said it was one that you worked on. So, yeah. So yeah. Awesome. Awesome sauce. I actually did all right the other night. I would think I won a skin and 50 million on Morty stream. So I was like, I was waiting for people to start screaming it was rigged, because I had just rated him, and I was like, I was beginning to think it was rigged. So I would have understood if they started complaining. I'll switch back to Falstaff. I got you guys watching him, so yeah, fair. Good question. Let me check. Good question. Redeemer, Candid, Cyber Knight. So yeah. I was waiting for somebody to start screaming, rigged. He just raided you, for crying out loud. But yeah. Yeah, I haven't picked it up from Jedi yet, but yeah, I was looking forward to it. So yeah, Candid Cyber Knight. Yep, yep. Redeemer, Candid Cyber Knight. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he said it was one you had done. So I was like, well, that's totally cool. I mean, I didn't know he did skins too. Like, is there anything he doesn't do? Oh, there's the ad. Sorry. Yep, I'll link one in chat. There you go. I'm in your Discord, but I have so many. Oh, I understand. Believe me. I understand. I understand. I have way too many as well. I sent you what I'm looking at while listening to you. Okay. Now I gotta find it over there. Oh man, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, yeah. Shoes would have probably been nice. But, sometimes those kind of luxuries, who needs that, right? That looks really nice. So, where exactly is that? You said bamboo, so that's probably one of the Asian countries, right? I guess they probably grow bamboo somewhere else. New Zealand, excellent. Yep. Very nice, very nice. I'm actually moving bamboo as a pest here. Yeah, same. I'm moving to the Philippines here in another month. My wife's from the Philippines, and so we're retiring here first week of April and moving to the Philippines permanently. And they have a bamboo pest problem as well. They actually plant it because they like it, and then try the rest of their lives to kill it because it takes over. So yeah, so. But I'm primarily moving there because I made a promise to her when we got married almost 20 years ago that we would retire and go to the Philippines. I never actually thought it would happen. And number two is it's a lot cheaper to live there than here in America. So which is why I am able to retire. So, yeah. Yep, constipated, yep. But yeah, they spend the rest of their lives trying to get rid of it, so. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and I don't know much Tagalog either, so just a few words that my wife says behind my back that I've had to learn, you know. What's the main one? She always calls me crazy. And I can't remember what that one is, but yeah, so but yeah, luckily they all speak English over there, but I am trying to learn. She has a sister that doesn't speak any English, so I'm trying to learn for her, but also to make the Filipinos feel more comfortable. They're very uncomfortable speaking English. They speak English really well. Speak English better than most of the people I work with here in America. But they're very uncomfortable speaking English, especially to an American. So, yeah. Yep. But yeah, she has a few choice words for me. Blitz!
FBI, open up!
Thanks for the raid, Blitz. Right on time. Lemonpepperbagel, good to see ya. Dontcrywolf, good to see ya. Beto and the murder boat. There you go. Yeah, I've grown used to him. I've been married to my wife for 18 years, so it'll be 18 years in May, and so I've kind of grown used to her. But Alchemist, Vinegar, good to, Douche, good to see ya. Appreciate you guys. Welcome, Raiders. Thanks, Blitz. Yeah, we're just mining. Xerxes, good to see ya. Thanks for the follow. No goats. Yeah. We talked about that. I think we're gonna raise chickens. We're definitely not doing pigs. Way too many pigs there already. But yeah. But goats are an interesting one. We've talked about it, but they're a little aggressive. I think our brother did goats for a while, and they got really aggressive. So no problem, Blitz. Give those kids a big hug for me. And thanks again for the raid. Vinny rears goats. There you go. Yep. Yeah, she had a brother that did for a while, and they started getting really aggressive with him. Well, all the Filipinos are smaller guys. And so the goats actually started doing some major damage. And so yeah, so he finally got rid of all the goats. But we were helping him out with that. That was a couple years ago. And I was pretty excited because I thought I'd have some goats when I got over there, and he got tired of doing them. So, but Vinny, good job. Yeah, he actually, her brother now, I think he raises roosters for the rooster fighting. So, Vinny, all I do is feed him. Stay out of their way. Stay out of their way. But yeah, the goats were kind of nice because you could use them for the milk, for the, kind of like cows here in America, for the milk, for the meat, Pigs got arrested the other week. Got arrested? My brother had to pick it up from the cop shop. That's the first one I've ever heard of the pigs getting arrested. They say pigs are the best way if you need to get rid of a body. They'll eat anything. So I think there's been a couple here in America that have tried that and got caught. So filing a Karen complaint. There you go. Oh, sorry about that. Why I'm yawning? These piggies only eat fresh greens. There you go. That's a good one. That's good. Yeah, here in America, they get a little loosey goosey with what they feed them. So gets them in trouble sometimes. I'll post a pic when I find them. There you go. Were you thinking of Sun City when you were talking about Dark City? There you go. Sin City or Dark City. But yeah, the pigs, there's a lot of them in the Philippines raising pigs. So that's a big business for them. Though it's funny. My wife, she was her first 40 years of life were in the Philippines, and she had never had bacon until she came to America. And I thought, pigs are like you guys' main staple. She's like, yeah, we don't, when we kill them, we don't let the meat sit around for a long time. We eat it right away. I guess it has to do with the jungle mentality. It doesn't last long. Probably doesn't dry out as well as it does here. So, but it's free on Tubi. Yeah, Sin City was a pretty good one. But yeah, I thought it was kind of interesting that she had never had bacon until she came to America. I was like, man, that's gotta suck. My bro is a unionist troublemaker. He went to the Philippines to interview someone. There you go. Turned up at his house and he'd just been assassinated. Yeah, that happens there from time to time. Actually, with their previous president, it happened a lot more often than it does now. But, yeah. If they even suspected you of having anything to do with drugs, they were shooting you in the street because all the prisons were full. It was pretty bad, so... Now, of course, he's wanted by the International Criminal Court, and I think he's hiding in China. But they thought it had been the police. Yeah, and that's what it was. Is he had kind of weaponized the police to start killing off anybody suspected of having anything to do with drugs because they had arrested so many, all the prisons were full. So they were just shooting them in the streets. It was ridiculous. My wife's family had a nephew that had, I guess, delivered lunch to his girlfriend's father, who was, I guess, suspected. And I guess because he took him a brown paper bag, they thought he was dealing drugs, and the whole family was worried he was going to get shot. And I was like, man, that's gotta suck. So they were gonna try and get him to one of the provinces and hide him, and so found the pigs. There you go. Oh, he's gone now. So yeah, he got voted out this past election, and so so now he's on the run. I think he's hiding in China. There they are. Those are good-looking pigs. Yeah, those are good-looking pigs. Nice, healthy pigs. Yeah, nice healthy pigs. But yeah, he actually lost to the son of the guy who was the dictator, Marcos. And so Marcos, the dictator, his son ran for president and he won. And which was kind of surprising. So but then again, the previous guy was such a crook that, probably anybody could have ran against him and they would have probably won. So, oh yeah, those are good-looking pigs. Nice, healthy pigs. Nice, healthy pigs. And you're right, man. They're out in the field. They're just running around having a ball. Duterte, yep. He did get arrested yesterday. Yeah, see, like I said, I don't follow the news much, just when my wife mentioned it, but she mentioned that the ICC was trying to hunt him down, so. But yeah, Duterte, that was him. Yep. Yeah, he was a pretty big crook. So, but then again, I mean, I think not to discuss politics on my stream. Pretty much all politicians are probably crooks. So, but yeah, that's what Drachenhort said. He got arrested yesterday. I know they've been looking for him. So the International Criminal Court, ICC, was looking for him, and I didn't think he'd be able to avoid capture for long. So, but yeah, he was mental. He was the one that was shooting, that was having his police officers shoot people in the street, which was just ridiculous. And so, but now that he's out, they found so much corruption and so many things he had done that it was like, and so that's why he kind of, I think he escaped to China and try and hide there. And it was like, well, that's probably not going to work because the Chinese aren't going to cover for you. They don't want anybody messing with them either. So, I'm not sure. That's a good question. It's not like the United Nations. It's quite a bit different. But that's an excellent question.
The asteroid is depleted.
So the International Criminal Court is run by a presidency of three judges, an assembly of state parties, and the office of the prosecutor. President of Japan, first vice president from Italy, and second vice president from Benin is who's currently running it. So, yeah. The ICC is an independent judicial body based in The Hague, Netherlands. So, yeah, Netherlands. So, that's where it's based. It has jurisdiction over persons charged with genocide, crimes against humanity, war crimes, and crime of aggression. So, but yeah. So, yeah, they were looking for him, and it was kind of like, yeah, that's not going to turn out well, because they always, like the United States Marshal Service, they always get their man. Well, yeah, it's like, yeah, that's what I've always heard about the ICC is you don't stay out of their capture for very long. But yeah, he got while the getting was good, or he tried to. So. But yeah, I didn't know he had been arrested either. Drachenhort said he got arrested, and probably when I mention it to my wife tomorrow, she'll say, "Oh yeah," and then it'll be like, "Yeah, why didn't you mention that?" Yeah, the only news I get, especially about the Philippines, comes from her. So she watches a whole bunch of YouTube channels that do news and stuff, but it's all in Tagalog, and I can't keep up with them. So yeah, so my Tagalog's definitely not that good. So, but yeah, but I'm glad to hear he got caught, because that was kind of one of those that seemed like there was no justice in the world since he was able to run off. Yeah, sorry, Caldari. Oh, yep. Have a good dinner. Sorry, my mod is the one who takes care of everything on the Discord, and she'll get you verified and get you added on there, so you'll have access to all the other channels. Yeah, she's got it all fixed up, and every time I mess with it, I screw something up. So. I'm already verified, I think. Yeah, you should be. But I know she does something that then gives you all the other channels. So. Yeah, because there's an eveonline channel. There's a chatting channel. There's a bunch of other ones in there. So. And like I said, it doesn't matter. Feel free to post anywhere. It's not a problem. But she's actually got it quite a bit organized here in the past several weeks. It's made a huge difference. Yeah, and that might have been Breck when I had it. So she's redone most of it because I had it all screwed up. So I had it all screwed up. So I could see everything. So I thought everybody else could see everything, and so yeah. So there's a fan art one. Yeah. But yeah, that's one of those where I'm never quite sure. Yeah, I think probably when she reworked it, she probably set them all back to where whatever the default was. So, but I'm sure she'll look at it here later tonight or first thing tomorrow, and so she'll get you fixed up. And then I'll have to ask her, hey, what do I do if you're not around? All right, you too. Thanks again. Enjoy your dinner and enjoy your walk. Definitely a nice view. But yeah, so Duterte got arrested. That'll be one thing that'll make the Filipino people happy. So, since they've been screaming for that for a while. Philippine presidency is a little different, where the president and the vice president can be from different parties, which is different than it is here in America. And so you don't vote for a ticket, you vote for each one individually. And it's actually made it quite interesting for the little bit that I've learned over the past several years. So I don't know that it works any better or any worse than any other, though, because they seem like they get about the same amount done. We have a whole ticket and we still can't get nothing done, and you know they have opposite sides almost always and get about the same amount done. So yeah, all works out. Poor Kickin, I guess he didn't get his internet back. Either that or he fell asleep waiting on it. Seems like I'm gonna fall asleep waiting on it. We're not tearing into this belt half as fast as we were in the other one. Of course, you know, Kicking in his 27 accounts always helps tear up belts pretty fast. So, yeah. belt is quite stacked. It was. When we flew in, I noticed that. It was much bigger than the last one. Much bigger than the last one. So, Blue Gray, do you want a couple crystals? I don't remember if we ever got that far. I have some crystals you're welcome to. I can throw them in a canister here for you, so you can give them a try. Nice quiet night. Nice quiet. There it is. She's on it. Blossom's on it. I'm gonna have to ask her. What do I do? She'll probably try to explain it, and I won't know what to do. Sure, I will be needing some. I have room in my hold. Yeah. Here, let me throw a couple out here for you. I think Kragan's got some extra. Let me throw him out of his. He's probably closer to you too. Yeah, he's closer to you. There you go. Nope, there's a rat. I just happened to see him. Oh, he's already gone. My goodness gracious. Well, that freaking sucks. No problem. No problem. Yeah, no problem. Let me get this guy before he goes up again. I think I missed chewing rocks with you guys last week because I was deep in the belt hole. Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were like really lost last week. And then I think you said once you got out, you actually got in trouble.
The asteroid is depleted.
Oops. blessing of a poor memory. Yeah. Nothing I remember now. Yeah. What are you up to this evening? Lemonpepperbagel, what's up? We are, Monday night is my viewer mining event night, where I mine with my viewers. And so we do this every Monday, and we do it in a place called Eveonline. You're always welcome to join us as well. We provide all the boost and the compression. You guys take whatever ore you collect. It's all yours. No cost, no charge, no nothing. So yeah. So yeah, we have a lot of fun with it. So yeah, I think mine's for redemption. So yeah, so you got the Legion one. Yeah, so there's one of my crystals that just got destroyed. Oh, perfect timing. So it loads another one, and then you got to start it back up again. It just tells you, hey, your crystal died. I don't know why it's not showing me the screen. The skin. There it is. That's not bad. I like the glow. Really pops. Yeah, I think mine's for redemption. And so, but it's the same one. Redemption, Candid, Cyber Knight. Hey, if I can suggest another new raid target, I just found 0 Chronos last week, and he seems cool. Okay, not a problem. We'll check him out. He's doing those Drifter Crisis sites. There you go. That's even better. Those are always fun. Those are always fun. So yeah, 0 Chronos. Okay, I'll definitely raid him. We're gonna raid here another 15-20 minutes. So. I just look for the 5 mil drop, really. Looking for harvestos for crafting. Yep. For me, it's only midnight. So, but yes, I usually quit between 12 and 12:30. So, but with the we just had daylight savings time this past weekend, so we jumped forward, spring forward, fall back, and so we lost an hour. So yeah, the East Coast people, it'll be after 1 now for them, and so. Yeah, no worries. No worries. Yeah, sometimes I raid people and they take off 5 minutes later. But either way, as long as they raid somebody else, that's all I care about. So, and most of them do. So not a big deal. So I end up going through 3 or 4 streamers through the night while I'm sleeping. Pick them up in the morning. So DST is kicking my butt. Yeah, exactly. Have a good night. Sleep well, but yeah, it's kicking mine too. So, yeah, I'm definitely not a fan of the spring forward. I thought they were going to get rid of it, and actually, I was telling these guys earlier, last year I told everybody that DST was dead and that we weren't doing it anymore. Because I thought they had voted on it and decided to not do it anymore. But turns out they had rejected it in the vote, and we're stuck with it. So Lungus is still awake. Gonna try and get her down now. Yeah. She just wants to cuddle up with Dad. So we get more heart attacks and car accidents on the day of time changes documented. Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. You get a lot of people who are, you know, it's always on a Saturday night into Sundays. You get a lot of people waking up late for church. So, which shouldn't give anybody a heart attack. But, you know, it's amazing how many people we had. We had quite a few yesterday at church that that showed up for the first service, you know, halfway through. And so, changing society hours versus work hours. Yeah, I agree. You know, they originally said they did it for the farmers to save wax. You know, because wax is what they made in the candles, and so they wanted to save wax and all that. They had all kinds of excuses. But the farmers were like, you know, we don't look at the clock. We get up when the sun gets up. We go to bed when the sun goes down. You know, we're not looking at the clock. And that happens the same time every day regardless for us, you know. But yeah, it's... You know, whatever floats their boat. The weird part here in America is we have several places in America that don't acknowledge it. So, perfect example where Kickin is in St. Louis. Just outside of St. Louis, in Illinois, what's called East St. Louis, Illinois, they do not do daylight savings time. So if you live there and work in St. Louis, I mean that I don't know how you would manage. It'd be like, you know, so yeah, work hours can always be changed. Dog get hungry at the same time. Yep, it is a scam. And so, but yeah, the thing is, I just don't understand why they haven't gotten rid of it, because it's like it really doesn't make any sense anymore. And I don't think anybody's making any money off of it. So that's the only time they usually, you know, continue to vote stuff down is when it's going to affect their paychecks. But this one's one of those, it's like, it just doesn't make any sense. So. But, you know, I was looking at my alarm clock, which I never use anymore. All my alarms are on my phone. But my alarm clock actually has a button for DST. And I thought, well, you know, if they get rid of it, that's going to be worthless. But, you know, I mean, it doesn't affect the alarm clock. Just you'll never press that button again, right? But, you know, anything that's made with that, you know, is going to be like, okay, well, it's like, so what? I mean, it doesn't change anything, you know. I had to look for it on Saturday night to push it anyway. Like, I know it's here somewhere. Where's it at? And so, yeah, but yeah, it was kind of funny. But yeah, I really don't get it. So, and it just screws up everybody's internal clock. And yeah, here lately, Blue Gray, nobody's bothered us here in Eufene. It's been really nice. I mean, we've got so many belts here. We never run out of belts, and nobody bothers us. It's actually been really nice. So. Almost too nice. It's like we're about due for, you know, for an awakening. So, well, that's what I like to see, though. Everybody in local is in our fleet. So, you know, nothing to worry about. So, I link CCP skin to the IGC if you haven't seen it. Okay. Evil fungus. The money might come from the constructionists and keeping the fellows working with the sun. Maybe. You might be right. Yeah, you might be right. So, I think he was sending you photos. Didn't see any in the Discord. So, yeah. So, no, yeah, he was. And he was putting them in the verified channel. So that's why he was apologizing, because he was putting them in the verified channel, because he didn't see any other channels. So, but yeah, they're in there. So, but I think Blossom got on, and I think Blossom's got them fixed up now. So yeah. I gotta ask her what I do to get somebody verified when she's not around. So I don't know how to run my Discord server anymore. She got it all fixed up, so now it's running like a champ. And I'm like, well, I really don't want to screw with it. Because that's just going to mess it up again, so. I think I'm going to finish off these asteroids, and then I'm going to call it a night. So, I bet it's a roll that's added. Yeah, I think that's probably what it is. And I just need her to tell me which one, so. But I love how they look all polycarbonate, but missed it. And I think that, yeah, those would have looked amazing. Yeah, he's done some really incredible pictures of the other streamers. I was like, so yeah, I mean, just so realistic. It's like, but yeah, he's quite talented. So he always puts on his stream, don't raid me, don't raid me. I'm just drawing pictures, and I'm like, no, that's what I want to see. That's pretty cool stuff. So yeah. He said he has a waiting list, and I asked him one day how many were on it, and he said quite a few. So I was like, yeah, that's all right. Don't worry about it. So, but yeah, I'm sure he probably gets tired of it after a bit, you know, because that's a lot of work. And so, and they look incredible. So he was also, I think at one point he was making like a card deck, and everybody, each one of the streamers was going to be a card. And so I thought that was pretty cool. And so, but yeah, and so I'm pretty boring. It's just all gray. So yeah, so it makes it easy. So, oh yeah, and that's where I was. Is I didn't want to be the one that breaks. You know, just like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. That darn Bond, man, he's got me. Yeah, too much gray. But yeah, that's a lot of work. And so, but yeah, it's just so talented. I was like, man, those were awesome. I saw he did Khaleesi, and man, she looked really good. He did just like spot on, and I was like, man. And so yeah, all the ones that I've seen that I know, he's like, they were really good. Yeah, Silver Wolf all gray with electric eyes. Yeah. I'm sure he probably would. He probably would work it up. So yeah. So maybe one of these days when he comes back to it. But yeah, I didn't want to be the one that broke the back, you know. And so that's why I was like, yeah, you know, if you get around to it, no problem. But he's like, yeah, I got a waiting list if you want to get on it. And I'm like, man. I said, how many's on it? You know, because I thought it was only a couple, sure. But he's like, nah, I got quite a few. And I was like, yeah, I see you getting tired of that pretty quick. So painted on the hood of the Mac and all. There you go. Yeah, that's just what I need. Yeah. Then we'll really be pissing off the other miners, you know? It's like, damn, this guy's got his own skin. But yeah, it was funny when Morty gave me that skin the other night. He was like, yeah, this is one of the ones done by caldariprimeponyclub. And I was like, well, that's awesome. I didn't know he did skins too. Like, good God. That guy's really all over the place, multi-talented. I can barely collect ore, for crying out loud. I always tease anarckos because he always says that he's a professional streamer. So every time he screws up, I'm like, well, you know, you are a professional streamer. So, and so, same thing. It's like, I can barely pull off the stream from day to day, you know. Like, for instance, my audio's working again, and I have no idea why, but I'm glad it's working again, so, yeah. Yeah, but I'm glad it's working, so. Till the next time I get a Windows patch and it gets screwed up, so we'll see. But yeah, his stuff is really nice. And that's what I said. I said, man, that would be awesome. Yeah, I was like, yeah. I could see you getting tired of that because that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So yeah, we'll see when he comes back. If he's still enjoying it, we'll check them out. Get back on the list. But I always enjoy watching people with that kind of talent, just to how effortlessly they make it seem. Because I can't draw to save my rear end. I don't have a creative bone in my body, and it's funny because it's like it's amazing how easy that someone will make it. There's a guy, a painter, that does TV shows. Man, he's famous, and I can't think of his name at the moment. But he just really makes it just, we're going to add some trees now. So we're just going to gently add some trees now. And it's kind of amazing. I'm like mesmerized because I'm like, wow, those really look like trees. When I try to do that, it's like, yeah, that's not a tree. That's a splatter of paint, I can barely paint the wall one color, And so, yeah. 2 hairs and some air. There you go. Happy trees. Happy trees. There you go. There you go. And it's like, yeah, I said I could barely paint the wall one color, And it's like, holy mackerel. And so, yeah, it's kind of funny because it's like, what the heck? I wonder if Jerry Can's still awake. Actually, Jerry Can usually doesn't fall asleep, so. The legend's named Bob Ross. That's it. Beat the devil out of it. Yep, beat the devil. A log cabin over here. Yep, happy trees. Bob Ross. That's him. That's him. Yeah. And it's just like so effortless. It's like the license of his show have it. Really? Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's just so effortless. It's like, man, he makes it look so easy. Just contemplating making some more hot chocolate. Well, there you go. There you go. I'm probably going to cut out here in about, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes. So yeah. I got to get some sleep. I actually have to go in the office tomorrow, which I'd really rather have my teeth pulled, to be perfectly honest. But they are trying to get a year's worth of work out of me in my last month, and it's driving me crazy. But I'm trying to be a good guy and not leave them screwed. So at least not intentionally. And so if they come across something that I didn't think of, then sorry. But yeah, it's like you guys really should have thought about this, while they're, like, as I mentioned, they've known for 10 years that I was retiring. So I actually hired 2 replacements for myself and trained them both. And both of them were transferred to other departments. In fact, one of them just left the bank. Or he's leaving the bank, I think, in the next couple weeks. And so the second one was really disappointing because it's like, okay, you guys know that my retirement's really close now. So, and they let him get transferred to another department. They actually transferred him, which is what made him start looking elsewhere for another job because he wasn't too happy about the transfer. And so, but yeah, I was like, when I was just like, so that's what I told him. I said, you know what? I trained 2 replacements that knew everything I knew and were perfectly capable of taking over for me, and you either let them get away or intentionally moved them somewhere else. So sorry, all bets are off. So, but yeah, they didn't seem to care. So, but now, of course, now that the sun is on the horizon, they're like, oh man, we probably need to know what you do every day, right? Yeah, I bet you do. So, God bless them. God bless them. God bless them, everyone. What's with all the Vespas? I don't know. I didn't see them. Did they just go through? Yeah, see with this new overview that she gave me, I can't see nothing. So oh man, they're dropping like flies. Alright. So let me compress this up. The Kragan's done. I'll finish off these last ones here. And Cadence drones. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's probably all they can get on that retriever. So. I need to get him a Mackinac. But I say that now, and Kragan's supposed to be flying a Mackinac, and I haven't got him his yet. So, yeah. So, yeah, she has a drone one here. Yep. I don't see him anymore. Maybe in the all. Yeah, there they are. Yeah. Maybe he's AFK, so you put him out there to make sure he doesn't get attacked. That could be. That's probably what happened. Yeah, we are due for rats. Just being ready. There you go. 5 is the maximum for any ship. Yep. Yeah, but they're Vespas. I mean, come on. That's like, that's like throwing a Hyundai out there, Sorry. Some of you might drive Hyundais. I'm sorry. That was wrong. That was wrong. I shouldn't bash car manufacturers, especially those ones with their throwaway cars. Yeah, I should get thermal and take longer to kill them. No. I usually do well, and you also want to go with the tier 2s, number 1. But yeah, I usually do I have the hammerheads, and they take forever to kill them. Yeah, but that's because they're easy to build. But the infiltrators are always a good one. So, Oragix, thanks for the follow. Vespa. I had a Vespa when I was a teen. Upgraded to Simdon. Yeah, there you go. That's exactly what I thought he was talking about. Was because I remember Vespa when I was a kid too. So, but yeah. I didn't think anybody used Vespa drones. So yeah, I didn't even consider that as a possibility. It was like where's he seeing these Vespas? So yeah. But yeah, I usually try to use the infiltrators. The infiltrators I think are the best ones, but I don't have a blueprint for them. So they're the ones I think are probably, if you're going to stick with the mediums. So they I think they do a pretty good job. So they cover just about everything. They get the job done. 1954 Vespa rebuilt. It'd have to be rebuilt. 1954. Yeah. Yeah, that's a collector's piece. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I drove a Vespa as well. I don't remember what year it was, but it was one of the first ones. Found it on a farm. I think that's where I found mine too. Had to clean it up to make sure it would run, clean out the carburetor, clean out the air filter, everything else before I could even get it started. So yeah, I'm a fan of Hornets above Warrior, Outcloaks, and Hobgoblins. Yeah, Hobgoblins are alright. I use the Hobgoblins on the smaller ships, and Warriors, I haven't used Warriors too often, but they're a pretty good all around one too. So, but yeah. The Vespa. That's a classic. That's a classic. 2005 Ram, and it gets 10 miles per gallon. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. That's. I can't believe what those pickup trucks are going for now. That's ridiculous. I mean, I have a Nissan Sentra, and I get close to 40 miles to the gallon, and I still go to the gas station way too often as far as I'm concerned. So I can't imagine, you know. My dad asked somebody when he was still alive, he saw somebody driving a Hummer, and he asked him what kind of gas mileage they get. And the guy told him without missing a beat, he says, if you have the money for a Hummer, you don't care about gas mileage. It was like, yeah, that makes sense. Sentra is an amazing car. Yep. Yeah, exactly. I love mine. Mine was I got an awesome deal on mine, and it was actually a loaner car for the Nissan dealership, and so yeah, I think it had the bumper replaced because somebody had actually hit it in the Nissan parking lot, and they had to replace the bumper. So they had to, mark it down quite a bit when they sold it. So I got an awesome deal on it, and it's been a fantastic car. And I had so it's a 2018. Prior to it, I had a 1998 Nissan Sentra, a couple cars back, and I love that one too. I drove it until it died. I resuscitated it and drove it some more. But I remember once it broke down in a drive-through, like a KFC drive-through or something, and all the electrical stuff stopped working. Couldn't get the windows down, couldn't get it started, and just opened the door and stuck my foot out and started pushing it out of the drive-through. But yeah, ride his 110 miles per hour street racing on the turnpike. There you go. Yeah, Sentra, those are. But yeah, I love it. I'm a huge fan, and so yeah. But yeah, it's. Like I said, I never got 40 miles to the gallon in my 1998 Sentra. But yeah. It was this ugly, not even burgundy. I more like a rust color. It was just a horrible, horrible color. But like I said, I drove that thing till it died. I think I donated it to Kidney Association just because they would come pick it up and haul it away because it wouldn't run anymore. But yeah. And then I had a pickup truck. I had a one of the little trucks. And it broke down when I was coming back from Leavenworth one night. And my wife, Filipinos have no, at least the female Filipinos have no direction sense whatsoever. And so when she got a new job, we had to drive round trip to her job with me driving and her in the passenger seat before she felt comfortable enough to do it. We had to do that 10 times. And it's only 10 miles away. And so before she felt comfortable enough to drive it herself. And so I broke down. Leavenworth's about an hour away. Leavenworth Prison. I was doing a ministry at the Leavenworth Prison, and it's about an hour away. And I broke down on the way home from it, and I called her, of course, like an idiot. Should have called one of my friends, and she was like, "Yeah, I know how to get to work." And so I literally had to walk 15 miles to her office so she could pick me up at 9, 10 o'clock at night. And so yeah, it was after that she was like, "Hey, you need to buy a more reliable car." And I was like, "Yeah, reliable cars are expensive." And so yeah, but like I said, I got a real deal on the Sentra, so it worked out good. Ironically, right after I bought the Sentra, they closed down the prison ministry because of COVID, and I didn't have to go back to Leavenworth anymore. So my first car was a 17-year-old 1992 BMW. Well, there you go. Those things last forever. Not good for fuel efficiency, but fun for a 19, 20-year-old playing. Yeah, probably wasn't very fuel efficiency, but those things last forever. Yeah, those things. Yeah, my first was a Toyota pickup. It was just called a Toyota pickup. They didn't have names back then. And it had it had 4 or 5 different color primers on it. It was in such bad shape. That was back in the days where the engines were Japanese and were made really well. The body was crap and it rusted out right away. And so it literally had a bed liner in it, and that was the only thing holding the whole truck together. And so, oh, yeah, fix broken men. Yeah, no, it was, it was rewarding on both sides. I most of them here in Leavenworth at the federal penitentiary, they just don't have a male role model, and so it was nice for them. But it also helped me from a perspective of, not stereotype them as most of society does. And so it was really good. So I had to deal with my neighbor. I tutored his kids, and him, when he got a crane license, he kept my car running. There you go. That's a good deal. Yep, that's a good deal. So, yep. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I was really sad when COVID came along and they wouldn't let us back into prison. And then they hired a new, they don't call him a pastor, they call him something else. And they hired a new one, chaplain. They hired a new chaplain at the prison, and he didn't like that mission. And so, but it was good. It was actually a special one that they had at just federal penitentiaries, and it actually gave the inmates credit so that they could actually get out on, they could lessen their sentence because of, time served and that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, it was really good. We didn't have any, I was at Leavenworth where there are, hardened felons. I didn't have any of those, but because they had to, they only allowed certain people into the program. But I probably had, I don't know, 10 mentees during my time frame there, 10, 11, something like that. Mostly drugs. I think I had one diamond thief, and had an embezzler. But yeah, mostly drugs. And so, and honestly, it was eye-opening for me, because a lot of them were the people that had made the same mistakes I had, but they just got caught and didn't have the same situation and really had the book thrown at them, and it was really kind of sad the way that had worked out. And so, but yeah, it was very enlightening for me. And so,
The asteroid is depleted.
but yeah, it's been one of the many. I taught the kids. We've talked about that before. And so I actually started the prison ministry and the kids ministry. I taught the 4th and 5th graders, and when I started them both at the same time, and I told everybody, I don't know which one I was more afraid of, whether it was the hardened felons at Leavenworth or the 4th and 5th graders at Wednesday night, kids blast. It was like I was scared to death of both of them. And they both turned out to be very, very enlightening, very much of a blessing to me as much as it was hopefully to them. So yeah, it was kind of nice. So, but anyway, I am going to call it a night. It's 12:30, so we've actually gone longer than we normally do. And Dark Slider has suggested somebody for us to raid. Let me see if I can find who that is. Zero Chronos. I see him right here. So, yep. So let me get that set up. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. And for fleeting. Always a pleasure. And I will not be streaming tonight, Tuesday night, since we're after midnight now, because it's bowling night. But I'll be back Wednesday night, same time, and we'll figure out something. Maybe we'll do some Empire Belts or something else. So I appreciate you guys. And let me see if I can spell his name right. Zero Chronos X. Oop. I don't think that's right. Nope, that is right. Excellent. All right. We got the raid set up. Yes, so you guys too. Enjoy your night. Evil Fungus, have a good night. Blue Gray, Dark Slider, appreciate you guys. Jerry Can, thanks for the boost. I'll actually hang out here. Evil Fungus, thanks for the follow. And Jerry Can, I'll hang out here so that at least I got your back until you pull out. So, but yeah, appreciate it. And as always, it was a good night mining. So we'll be back mining again next Monday. So, but you guys have a great night, and I will see you again on Wednesday. So take care.